Hi again. As we work our way through the rest of the garden, we got the Golden Gate here. It's kind of nice. I hope to have things trellised over it. The idea is to maybe have one there. I've got that one over there, but I got to move it, I think, maybe over here. And then I could theoretically put some posts between it and have hanging gardens. We'll see how creative we get on that. But I got another one in the garage. Um, Here is kind of like the wide open area that really needs a lot of work. The apricot tree is growing well. That seems to have caught. My lemongrass, probably just need to cut it back so it can grow new lemongrass. Some trees that I cut down, I got to chop them up into bits. I pulled the fruit trees out, the olive tree. Again, I have so luck with these guys. Still trying to make it work. If we look on this side, I got my trellis all along the back of the fence. So the idea is to trellis things. Everything from melons to peas to anything that needs a trellis to get it up off the ground and have things not eat it. That's last year, everything ate the melons. Here is artichoke and cardoons. They're a little small because they haven't caught yet, but when they do, they will turn into that. All right, so I got this as the empty area, right? This is all the empty area here. And here's some of the tomato cages and my things and extra mulch that I have to rake around and stuff like that. But boy, I tell you, I hate that it's a mess like this, and it's just now the rain has to stop, the weather has to cooperate, and we have to get out here and get it going. But the idea here is to use this massive area for things like tomatoes or peppers or anything, right? And here I even have the strings and the little stakes to do tomatoes as a single vine. You see how rather than have it bushy out, do a single vine. So I kind of have that ready to go. Just have to get my tomato plants and everything now and give it a try. Yeah, I gotta find a place for the container trees. I really wish that they would grow and get bigger. The problem is the Texas winters could freeze them and kill them. So you never know. Some more little boxes here. I threw some onions in and this giant cardoon. I had to see, I trimmed it and I didn't eat those leaves, but I trimmed it because it's getting so big and the leaves, I mean, it's just a beautiful plant, and it's getting that it's going to start to shade over my containers, and I don't want that. So here's a container that's really ready to go with stuff. I have to build my trellis, so I bought some more metal to make more metal trellising, but I got 2 zucchinis in here that will get big for sure. Some nice onions, and then I want to put my peas and that along here. Peas and all that, they're plants that like cool weather, so once it hits summer, I can't grow them. They die. The heat kills them. So I have to put that stuff in the ground. I'm a little late. I shouldn't be so late all the time, but when you have a full-time job and you travel, it's hard to do both. Here's an apple tree that I planted. I think it's still alive, but it hasn't leaved yet, so I'm worried. I got some other fruit trees, the peach trees there. My watering system, I'm getting that back online. I got to clean up that. I usually put a little plastic bin to cover, but that's now rotted out. I need a replacement. The plastic bin on top of this here keeps this from fading, and the sun would just beat it to death, so I got to cover it up. I tell you, goji berries, last year I had a nice little handful harvest of goji berries, and this year the plant has really taken over. I mean, I trimmed it already, and I got it on this trellis here, but I really probably need the posts and post it up that way. I'm gonna do that because it'll be a nicer. The trellis doesn't really fit, but really I think I got some onions in here, but because the goji berries tend to pop up a lot of areas, this may be all goji berry, and that's fine. They're good. You can dry them at the end. I got 2 or 3 plants here, so that's a nice thing to see. One of the big purchases so far is peppers, and I've got all the kind of normal peppers, jalapeno and shishito and all those kind of nice peppers. I got 2 rows, and I can probably put a 3rd row in there. I've got these old posts and some of the old string from last year, but I'll probably replace that. What I've been doing is replacing these short posts for things that don't get extremely high. They would make sense for like a pepper or something, but I don't have to have something extremely big. But things that are taller, these posts are great, the 6-foot posts. Even when you pound them in the ground, they kind of get small, but they're great at keeping things up. So I've been working on replacements here for the raspberries you can see that are coming up. Okay, so we dropped the phone. That's all right. But I got the raspberries here, and I'll string them up too. These trellises can be anything. I tried to do melon yesterday. I even trellised them up, and you know what? The damn bugs got them. I mean, bugs, something was eating them. Rabbits, possums, somebody even climbed up there and ate it. It could have even been mice. This year I will take precautions and give them something else to eat. Here's some Egyptian walking onions, and you can see they're making the tops. So they do good. They go all year. Okay, so there's the big sunny side, big growing area side of the yard. So that's kind of nice, and it's a work in progress as well. Looks like a disaster area, so we'll clean it up little by little here. All right, we'll show you another video of the rest of the garden.